What is going on, my people? We are finally back again, bro. Hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic. You done know already, fam. Your Gals favorite is back again, bro. And thankfully, the international break is finally over, which means, ladies and gentlemen, that we are going to preview everything that there is to preview for Matchday 29 in the Premier League. We got some cracking matches, fam. Big one at the Etihad Stadium. City taking on Liverpool, which should be really epic. Aston Villa taking on Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And then Man Utd taking on Newcastle. That should be really good. We're going to dive into all of that stuff right now. But before we do, like always, please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Let's get cracking, bro. So there's really only one place to start, fam. And that is on Saturday, April 1st, when Man City take on Liverpool at the Etihad Stadium. It should be a really good game, fam. A really heated one. Both teams fighting for very different things. Man City trying to catch up to Arsenal in hopes of getting first place, even though I personally think they're more focused on the Champions League. And then Liverpool, honestly, fam, they're just trying to get top 4. That is really their mission at this moment in time. Going into this game, City might not have the upper hand. I know Phil Foden is not going to play in this game because of that surgery that he had. And then Haaland, he might be sidelined for a bit of this game because he has some small niggle or injury that he's dealing with. So Liverpool, they might have the upper hand going to this game, fam. I think this game truly is really split. It really is between one of these sides to win it, fam. I think this game might be as close as that 18-19 one at the Etihad Stadium. Leroy Sané last minute goal. I think it might be that kind of game. I do think it is going to be really close. And believe it or not, I think Liverpool do get the job done. I think they get the 3 points. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Liverpool. Very slim margins. Again, I can see it for either side. I can see City winning it as well. I think they have an equal opportunity of winning the game, but I do slightly favor Liverpool, fam. Liverpool, they do have something in them when they play City, fam. They just do. Following that, we do of course have Bournemouth versus Fulham, which should be very interesting. I know the first half of the season, this was a good game. There was lots of goals in this game. Kind of is for either side. I slightly favor Bournemouth going into this game. I know Fulham are a little bit of a mess right now. Just been sloppy all over the place. But I don't know. I kind of feel Bournemouth have the upper hand. Both of these teams, of course, are going to go into this game relatively rested. Yeah, I don't know. As much as I do slightly favor Bournemouth, I think they do have it in them to just bottle the game. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. After that, we do, of course, have Arsenal versus Leeds. I don't think it'll be that much of an interesting game. Maybe Leeds turn up. Maybe like Nottm, that man, do something. But I do favor Arsenal going into this game. I do recall that in the first half of the season, I think they played in October or something like that. I know Arsenal did struggle going up to their ground. And they won the game 1-0. I think Bukayo Saka scored the one and only goal in that game. Yeah, it's something like that. So yeah, because that was an away game though. This is a home game. Arsenal at home. They've slipped up a little bit at home, but they've been really solid at home, to be honest. Overall, they have been a solid side at home. I don't think they'll get the job done. I'll go 2-0. No, they won't concede. I'll go 2-0 win for the Arsenal. After that, we do, of course, head up to the Amex Stadium where Brighton will be taking on Brentford. Might be an interesting game. Brentford, when it comes to away performances, are very up and down, not very consistent. And then Brighton, on the other hand, in the last few weeks, they've been putting it to some good performances when it comes to playing at home. They've been looking the part, so I can't lie, I do favor Brighton going into this game. So with that being said, I'm gonna go for a 3-1 win for Brighton. I know it seems like a hefty score, but yeah, I think they'll just do their thing, fam. I really do. Matoma and that man, fam, they're on fire. We then head over to Selhurst Park where Crystal Palace will be taking on Leicester City. I mean, these two sides cannot get their act together, fam. Crystal Palace, they have not won a game since the start of the year, fam. And then Leicester City, very up and down, fam. I've mentioned this several times. They have not done a single thing since that game against Spurs, which was... It feels like it was ages ago. I know it wasn't, but that was really the last time that they were convincing, and it looked like they were going to go on a little bit of a run, but I guess that never happened. I think Leicester City, they do have the upper hand going into this game. I think they have a little bit more Then Crystal Palace, I think they do have a chance of getting the 3 points, but I think that is a little too generous. They're not there yet. For me, it's just the fact that they're not very good away from home that is playing into my mind. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw, fam. Again, I slightly favor Leicester to get 3 points. Maybe Palace do it. Who knows, fam? But yeah, I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw. After that, we do of course have Nottingham Forest versus Wolves. This might be an interesting fixture. Nottingham Forest, they've been able to scrape results at home in the last few weeks, and then Wolves, I think going into the international break, they were looking okay. They still struggled to register goals, and then a big thing for me was that they were picking up red cards left and right, bro. So that is going to be a big problem going into this game. It kind of is for either side, but I'm going to go for a Nottingham 1-0 win, fam. I think they get the result that they want and they desperately need. The last and final fixture on Saturday is, of course, Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Should be interesting, fam. Aston Villa, for me, going into the international break, they were looking the part, fam. I think they were doing some really good stuff. Ollie Watkins, specifically, he was turning up, bro, doing his thing, scoring the goals. They look decent, Aston Villa. Chelsea, on the other hand, I mean, the way they were playing going into the international break, I mean, it's been the same old thing that we've seen all season long, fam. They have not looked the part. Defensively, okay, but everything else is an absolute abysmal, bro. I'm not convinced of the way Chelsea's playing. I mean, bro, they could not put in a shift against Everton, fam. They absolutely crumbled, threw that game away. So I think Aston Villa, for me at least, I think Aston Villa will give these men a good run for the money. And maybe it's just me, but I honestly think they can get the 3 points. So with that being said, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Aston Villa, fam. I think Chelsea, the best result that they can get is maybe a draw, to be honest. Heading into Sunday, we do of course have West Ham taking on Southampton at the London Stadium. West Ham and Southampton, I mean, they've just looked awful all season long, fam. More so Southampton though, and for obvious reasons. The defense, the attack, which is absolutely non-existent. I mean, it's for obvious reasons that they're terrible. And then West Ham, it's just been a shock, fam. I mean, no one would have thought that they would be as low, fam. People had high expectations for them, and they just have not exceeded those expectations. Should be a pretty leveled game. I personally don't have a favorite in terms of like who will get the 3 points. I personally don't have a favorite. Maybe West Ham because they're playing at home, but I kind of feel that doesn't really matter, to be honest, because home or away, they have not been that great. I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw. The last and final fixture on Sunday is a trip to St. James Park where Newcastle will be taking on Man United. I reckon this should be a really good game, fam. Newcastle heading into the international break, we're looking okay, fam. They were scraping results, but hey, they were getting the results that they needed. And then Man United, on the other hand, they were looking all right, but for me, I didn't care about, like, once they won the Carabao Cup, and then after that, they were not looking so hot, fam. I think they were riding a bit on luck, and then it did seem like they had that trend that if Marcus Rashford wasn't turning up, the whole team wasn't turning up either. So that was a massive concern for Man United, and that's why I reckon this should be a really good game. I feel that Newcastle have the upper hand going into this game, and I think they'll take full advantage of Man United, because I truly believe they can get the 3 points in this game. I think Man United, you know, they shouldn't be underestimating these men. So with that being said, I am going to go for a 2-2 draw in this game, but as I mentioned, I do favor Newcastle in this game, but at the same time, it is pretty split. It kind of is, but yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. And the last and final fixture for Matchday 29 in the Premier League will take place on Sunday when Everton take on Tottenham Hotspur at Goodison Park. Everton, heading into the international break, they weren't putting in the hottest of performances, but they were scraping points that they desperately need. It's going to be very interesting to see what Tottenham get out of this game. I'm not looking hot at the moment. They did absolutely awful in their last game in the Prem. They fired Conte. I don't know what they're going to do, fam, and I don't know what they can expect to get out of this game, fam, because I know Everton, is going to throw absolutely everything that they got at them. I strongly favor Everton going into this game. I think they can not easily, but I think they can get a 1-0 win out of this game. I kind of feel a 1-1 draw is the more logical response. I think that can happen. Spurs can definitely win. That is in the back of my mind, that maybe the break, did help them out, and getting Conte out did help them out. That is playing in the back of my mind, but yeah, my hands are very tight for this one because I think Everton, with the hunger that they have, they're going to throw everything that they got this game. And yeah, fam, with that being said, I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for Everton. But anyways, fam, I hope you lot did enjoy. If you did, like always, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and let me know in the comments down below what match you're looking forward to the most during Matchday 29, what player's going to play the best, what team is going to play the best, all that stuff in the comments down below. Some stuff did happen during the international break that I didn't really dive into. We saw Mesut Özil retiring from football. For me, at least one of the best players in his position of his generation, fam. One of my favorite players, fam. That's why I got him up here on the wall. And that's why, if you guys may recall, if you've been viewing my channel for a while, I even have a Germany shirt from 2014 of Özil. So yeah, Özil for me is one of my favorite players. I really admire the way he played, fam. He was so laid back, but he was just able to do everything so, so neatly and nice. It was very pleasant on the eyes. We also had Thomas Tuchel heading over to Bayern and becoming the new Bayern manager. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of that. But anyways, fam, like always, I hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic, and I'll see you guys soon.